We're looking at the question, does evolution make sense? This is the second module in the series. The second module talks about why evolution can't get started. The agenda for this module is the first recap. We'll talk about our obligation. We'll look at a core weakness of evolution. We'll consider how we can reason about this core weakness. We'll ask, what should we take away from that discussion? And then we'll just have a quick summary. I do want to say that what I'm presenting is not necessarily going to be very favorable to science. I am not against science. I have been accused of being against science. I am not. It pays my bills. What we're doing today is we're balancing out the romantic opinions of science. But to balance that out, we need negative illustrations. And the reason I bring this up is you may respond emotionally to this material. I've had people become angry with me for discussing it or presenting it. This is a common response if you work in a scientific field or university. I'd like to ask you to reflect on why you are having this response. Negative emotions don't mean what is being presented is untrue. Please consider whether it's true or not whether it makes you angry. Just a brief discussion about why you would listen to me. I do have a PhD in electrical engineering. I've crossed over disciplines and publishing in international refereed scientific journals and conferences. I've published in engineering, biology, and philosophy. I've taught university, but currently work in high tech. I am a member of several Christian apologist organizations, some of which focus on science, and so I have access to a lot of very highly skilled scientists. As well, I've been mentoring university students to learn critical thinking skills for the past 20 years. And we're going to exercise some of those critical thinking skills today. In the last module, module 1, we considered the question, why does evolution feel confusing? We asked, how do we define evolution? We found there are 8 definitions. We really need to focus on one. We considered, why do smart people believe in undirected macroevolution? The answer is that there are many reasons, and many of them are not scientific. That led us to the third question, is there a religious component to evolution? As we'll see, yes. And then we ask, how could we detect nonsense, and then summarized. In section 1.1, we considered 8 different definitions of evolution. The one that we are considering is undirected macroevolution. We're considering it because that is the one that is most often used by science. It's the one that science would tell us has created all of life. And undirected macroevolution is equal to chance mutation plus chance selection plus time producing all of the life that we see around us. Now, we don't dispute that chance mutation or chance selection happens. What we do dispute is that chance mutation plus chance selection plus time will produce all of the life we see around us. Now, definitions are important, and this definition leaves no room for God or intelligent intervention. It's also somewhat perplexing because it goes against our common experience. What we see is that complex things don't become more complex by chance events. We see complex things break down over time. In the picture on the left, you see a robot factory that's making cars. On the right, you see the same thing. But what you see on the left is brand new, fully furbished robots, looks great. On the right, you see a rusted out robot that's producing a skanky looking car in an ugly environment. Now, what we expect is that through time, you would find the manufacturing plant on the left becomes a manufacturing plant on the right. But what undirected macroevolution tells us is that no. It is the rusty, skanky automobile manufacturing plant on the right that becomes the new looking, well-furnished automobile plant on the left. And we never really observe an exception to this common experience. In section 1.3, we looked at religious evolution. What do we mean by religious evolution? Well, sometimes scientists make claims that are not scientific. They overreach or they exaggerate, claiming things that don't have evidence, but they wish to be true. These claims can address religious questions. Undirected macroevolution can act as the creation story of atheism. That's what we discovered in 1.3, that the religion of atheism can latch onto undirected macroevolution as the explanation for how man came about, for how all of life came about. Every religion needs a creation story, and atheism is no different. So we would define evolution as religion as when a scientist makes a religious claim using evolutionary language or concepts.